Hello, hello. That was a great intro. Sorry, the mic was muted. Damn it, I
I was
forgot.
just saying it.
Yeah, the mic was muted. So that was a great intro. Hi to you guys, and hi to everybody in the chat. With me, the 40K Empress, and of course, Logan. We are long-time Superman fans as well as now Warhammer fans. Since I about 4 years ago and you about 6 months ago. But that's another topic. We
Around,
have
yeah.
to discuss Superman, guys. I made my own absolutely live trailer. In the minute that the trailer posted earlier today at almost 4 p.m. Bulgarian time. But you know your time where you are, so I had a lot to say. I had the time to process it. Logan here has not been, well, he did not react to the trailer, so he's gonna see it right now, and then we're going to talk about what we think about it. Hi to, again, the new guys in the chat, and thank you so much for the super chat, dear Clayton. So without further ado, let's see the trailer, then we're gonna talk, and then we're going to talk about what I just played just before we started and why. So let's see this.
Ooh.
Something fell, pretty hard there.
I didn't know it's a trailer of Yamchas falling from Dragon Ball Z.
Yay.
Okay.
I guess that's it. I mean, I
Oh
always
boy,
wanted to hear
here,
Superman suffering
right?
and spilling his blood.
I mean,
Sarcasm.
why does he sound like Darth Vader? Okay.
Well, he has all of his air out of his lungs, probably.
I always wanted to see a bloodied up Superman. Yeah.
Sarcasm again.
Sarcasm.
I mean, I need a sarcasm thing.
He's bumbling. That means it must be perfect.
Yeah, he's actually looks like a bit of clueless. This
Well,
reminds me of Man
wait,
of
wait, wait.
Steel, by the way.
What happened with Park Kent? Is this a guy who ate the other? What happened with good-looking actors?
Good-looking actors, yeah.
You know,
What the heck?
old but good-looking actors who used to play with his father.
Crypto is not flying.
So they lied to us. It's not look up, it's look down, because he's falling and Crypto is not trying. Okay, but that's not Crypto. He's not that type of. I mean, it's a cute dog, but
Not that type of a
it's
dog.
not that type of a dog. Yeah.
And here's what I love about this trailer. This
Yeah,
part right
that
here.
part,
When he
yes.
saves the girl.
When he saves the girl, they should have
That's
started
it.
with that
Yeah.
and show us more of that. Oh, Agent 47.
Yeah, Agent 47, yes.
Yeah.
I like that Superman is global. Now
Yeah.
this part right here, you gotta talk about this part.
Well,
This is the ugliest F thing I've seen.
yeah, I mean, and we don't speak about Kaiju, we talk about Guy Gardner. I mean,
Yeah, we gotta start like from the beginning when we finish with this. Yeah, I always wanted also to see Superman being dragged,
being dragged, being pushed, being pulled, you know.
Yeah. Why not?
This time he flies up. Okay, it's probably the only thing. Why is the Kaiju there actually?
Yeah, what
Should we expect also Power Rangers or?
Yeah, great.
Would be
James
nice.
Gunn. James Gunn.
Yeah, he says look up, but everything's falling down.
Yeah, now it starts again, so we can stop and play and all those things. So we start again. We start to with the analysis, guys. So first of all, a big fat disclaimer again for all those people that are gonna say that I don't know what actually, but we grew up with Superman. We grew up with the comic books, the animations, all those things, and Superman is supposed to be very strong. And when you put Superman down in the first trailer of a new movie, that's not a good move. That to me is a very huge disrespect, because if you like to make Superman relatable to most people, what was the problem making Superman relatable for 80 years? He is so popular because he has amazing strength of a character, not only his physicality, not only that he is invincible for the most part, but still he has enemies that can hurt him. Now I said in my initial reaction that who the heck hurt Superman that badly? Only Doomsday can do that. I mean, not only, but mostly.
Mostly.
And if you remember, of course, how in Man of Steel, Superman fought Zod. No one got hurt physically there.
Yeah,
At the end,
actually,
okay, he killed Zod, but nobody had blood on them or anything like that, because to actually shed Superman's blood, even between Kryptonians, even if they fight, that is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
This is not like watching Invincible, where all the people there, all the
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites hit each other and there's blood. Superman's not supposed to be shedding blood in almost any circumstances, let alone starting a trailer with him have his air knocked out of
Yeah, I mean,
him.
why would you start with that and then show me how his dog is dragging him and he says home,
Home.
phone home, and bring me home. Why starting with that? I mean, it really looks like Yamcha from Dragon Ball. Poor guy.
It really looks like that. And not
Yeah.
only that, guys, but there's just so many questions about it. So first, huge disrespect to Superman because of the reasons that I just explained. You're not supposed to be presenting Superman in such a manner. If he's getting through some kind of a difficult opponent or whatever, we're supposed to see that in the movie, not
Yeah,
show
not
that
in the trailer. I mean, it
here.
first starts with him putting this stupid boot on with that stupid photo.
Yeah,
Then we
first he
saw
did
the
that.
suit, and by the way, here you go, people. The suit is not changed. It didn't move even a bit. So what happened with they will change it in post?
Yeah, everything is folding and
Everything is
wrinkling.
foggy and
They just
greasy,
don't show it like fully, like we saw in the set photos. They hide the costume this whole time. They never show him like just standing there, so you can see him like Christopher Reeve just standing there from afar, like the whole in his whole stature.
Yeah.
We don't see that.
Yeah.
That they hid the costume
There
this
is
whole
no. Yeah,
time.
they should have started with that shot of him saving the girl.
Yeah.
You know.
He's
And
always hiding his
skip the other
stomach.
parts, yeah.
Not one shot showed his stomach in here.
Yeah.
We hear how he's suffering, which,
Breathing like that, Vader.
like, yeah, as a Superman fan, I always wanted to see Superman suffering
Exactly.
like a pathetic everyday man.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
I'm sick of that thing that they start to do that even in some of the modern comic books, trying to do the thing where, he's just like the average guy. He tries to be an average person. No, he
No.
doesn't. And we want to see Superman, not
Yeah, I want to see Superman,
average man.
not average man. He's spitting blood on the snow. Like, what is that? Well, people want to see brightful and cheerful Superman. Where is that? He's spitting blood on the snow. Are you kidding me? I mean, we will not be fooled by the music. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, a
We're
lot of
not so
people
gullible.
say, "Oh, I loved it because it reminds me of the classical thing." That's because of the music. If you close your eyes and just listen to the music, you still feel chills and things like that. But when you actually open it to see that, it doesn't fit. That's just like in the Justice League when they use the Batman '89 music for a while when Batman appeared, and these music they're iconic, but it's not how it needs to be used. That's not the way. It just used to tickle your fancy nostalgia there or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, at least, I mean, we are not saying that Superman should never be beaten up because he does gets beat at some
Exactly.
point, but not in the trailer, not the first few shots.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, we're talking about the trailer here. The movie can still be good, although everything that James Gunn did so far, it is just showing that he has no idea how to represent Superman at all. The only good thing that he did is to cast David Cornsweet.
Yeah, actually, that's the
That's it for
best
now.
move that he did, and they also showing the trailer from the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, which is kind of sad. I mean,
Yeah.
if DC has to do this to, let us know what is happening. But again, even those movies, they were okay for the characters that they gave him. This Pac-Ant looks horrible.
Yeah, that's the next topic, the back end.
Pac-Ant, yeah. But for Superman, I still don't think that this is the correct fit. I mean, we already see that it's full of other characters. Old Guy Gardner is there because that's Nathan Fillion, who is 50. So that's basically not the Guy Gardner again. He has the accurate haircut, that stupid haircut he has in the comic. But then he's old and fat.
Yeah,
just
we're
because
going
Nathan
to
Fillion has to be there. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm going to address that.
We're going to take a look at your comments, guys. We just have to get to the trailer first, which is not that long, as you know. Yeah. So next topic. Next topic.
Pac-Ant apparently ate too much corn.
No, really, this is the worst looking Pac-Ant ever.
Ever, yeah. Really, I don't know what happened. I mean, we had Kevin Costner, and now
we had I don't know what.
Someone, yes.
Someone.
Yeah.
So next thing, why would Superman run from whatever happened here to him. I mean, he's so beaten up that he cannot move and he needs a dog to drag him home
Yes.
on the ice.
And really, who did? I doubt that it's the kaiju that did this, or is the other guy who's from the authority? You know, that not Ultraman, but what was his name? I forget, from the authority. Is he the one who did this? But how? Unless
How?
it's not a ton of kryptonite involved, and maybe he has the kryptonite laced knuckles or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's not supposed to happen. I remember only, me personally, I remember only that Superman bled a lot when he fought Doomsday. I don't remember him bleeding
Yeah.
much. There's one instance where he got hit with the kryptonite bullet, but by getting hit on the face, I don't remember
Yeah.
anyone to do that to Superman.
I mean, if the bullet stuck someone into his body, then basically the radiation from the kryptonite will poison him, and then you can cut him too. That's also a way that you can operate if you have to get it out. You know, in a way, you have to use again kryptonite thingy. But without kryptonite, how is it possible?
How is it possible that he's gonna be so bloody?
Yes.
Okay, this is, like we said, the only good Superman thing that I see. That's
That's the only thing, actually.
Lex Luthor is getting pissed. That's fine.
It is Lex Luthor, okay.
Yeah, I already don't like him, so they're doing a good job here.
Yes, they're doing a good job.
I don't know what is that, but he's surrounded by people here. You can see them on both sides. You can see legs, actually. And I hope that this is a very reinforced glass, like reinforced with I don't know what, because Superman has to exert so much power to do anything.
Yeah,
Maybe is the light that's doing something to him.
Where it doesn't look like a red kryptonite, right? But then,
It doesn't look like
again,
anything that
you
will
know,
hurt him again. It doesn't look like that, so what the heck is the
well,
reason?
the only thing that can hurt him actually is lazy writing. So
Lazy writing, yes. Then this part here, which I showed you with Man of Steel. So let's play that again. Let's play that again. Okay, so he wasn't phased by that.
by a tin can.
By a tin can. He wasn't phased. He was like obviously angry because of the whole scene and the situation, but he was not phased. And then we see this scene here with the trailer, and he even blinked.
Yeah, he phased a bit and he even blinked on a tin
You
can.
see?
So
did
he
this.
felt that. Yeah.
He felt it because our instinct as human beings is to just do this when we get hit, just to cover our head, or in this case at least to blink. So I am really, really terrified that we are going to see a very weak Superman here, guys. Hopefully that's not the case, but even if you don't like Henry Cavill's Superman, he was Superman. He was strong.
He was strong, yes.
He hit very hard, and he could not be made to bleed at all. That was a big deal with the bleeding.
So tell me, do you bleed? Yes.
Yeah, because he can only bleed only in certain very specific circumstances that involve kryptonite 99% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, even Christopher Reeve Superman, there is a scene in the first movie that is one of my favorite, when he behind his back there is some type of a tuck, was it with a crowbar, and he hit him and he didn't even face, but the crowbar was vibrating and he said bad vibrations. And again, he wasn't faced by that. So a tin can, really, even if he's depowered or something, how long are we going to play that card? Oh, he's depowered, so so a tin can.
A tin can, excuse me.
Yeah.
He didn't actually, he has like a coffee mug here in his head or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see what it was exactly. Looked like a coffee. Yeah, it's a coffee. Yeah, it looks just like
something like that, yeah.
Coffee cup.
Coffee cup. So it's not even tin.
It's not even that. Okay, let's see this again.
I love the reaction.
Yeah, love that part. So he's like steel. He can't even push him.
I mean, he is the Man of Steel.
Yeah, he can't even push the guy, let alone anything else. Okay, let's continue a bit. Now, this part, I just love how he made his truck become nothing,
Yes,
basically.
basically.
I just love that.
Without even calling his dog to help him. Oh, there
Yeah,
was no dog there. Oh.
yeah, I don't know why crypto is there. I just don't
Well,
know.
for the kids,
I
and
mean, we were kids, we didn't
for
need that.
yeah, yeah. When I was a child, when I first saw crypto, I said, "Nice, it's a dog, but I want to watch Superman." I really hate it when they put those type of auxiliary characters, and then it's Superman and his pals, and Superman and Scooby Doo, and Superman and his lucky gangs, and I was gonna get away with it too if it wasn't for Crypto the dog and stuff like that. It was always stupid to me, even as a child. I never liked those things. I just wanted to watch the hero,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know.
Okay, again, let's see some parts of that.
Again.
Yeah, nothing phased hit the guy.
Yes, nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He's like, what happened? Some idiot guy hit me in the
But
head.
something faced that truck.
Yeah, very much so. Oh boy. And now, see this. Bam.
Yes.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Bam.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. My head. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Bam. Ow. I'm a man. I'm a real man.
Yes. On a start.
Yeah. I really hate this. I really hate it. So yeah. I'm really, really worried, guys. I'm really worried. Because at least, Zack Snyder is very, I mean, likes to represent things very manly. At least that.
At least that, yes.
At least
At least
that.
I mean, he has vision for those things, and
Excluding
yeah,
the freaking chest hair. I hate that.
if
That's gross.
that's too much of not manly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Scary.
that's too much.
Yeah. So I mean, I really don't know why they decide to start with the part that he's falling down. What are we supposed to think, when we see him falling down, to feel empathy for him, or
You see this?
that's
how we feel
how we feel actually
about the trailer.
when we see him falling down,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
how I
the
feel. Literally.
bleeding, and specifically when the dog came, so yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exactly how I feel.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's it. That's the shot right there.
It just encompasses all the feelings that we have
Absolutely.
about the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened here, but apparently this guy, Guy Gardner,
Yeah.
is trying to help him.
Yes,
by
I think he's making a barrier of some sort or something like that, so that
yeah, so
so
people
that
cannot
the
see.
bad people don't hit Superman with their coffee mugs again.
Yes.
Because this was one coffee mug too much.
My apologies.
Yeah.
It's late, but everyone said that these costumes are gonna be changed. We
Nothing is
said that
changed,
they're
yes.
not gonna be changed because we never seen that happen before.
Everybody was like, they'll use CG and they will make a tight fit to his body.
No.
And the people who didn't say that were actually happy just of the colors.
Colors. Are
Colors,
we
yes.
so simple?
Are
we so simple
4
these
years
days?
old or something like that?
We
Yes.
don't have any tastes, any
Yeah.
standard. We have been growing up with costumes. I
It
mean,
was-
with tight costumes on
Tight
our
costumes,
superheroes.
yes.
Our superheroes.
But in
with tight costumes.
1938, they didn't draw his costume tight fitting. They actually did.
They
You
did.
can still see the physique there, which was exactly to show you that he's different than the average Joe. Even since the first cover in which he's holding the car and their average Joes running around, you can see them and you can see the difference.
The
'Cause
average
you can still
Joes.
see the physique.
They're
Yeah.
running around,
Yeah.
and Superman isn't. He's doing his job. So there's nothing bad to have strong character. Are people having like 5 tons of insecurities? They don't like to look up to
Yeah.
a very strong character in terms of his personality, his values, his moral code, his principles. That is what he is. That is why he did not kill the whole of humanity, or did not conquer the whole of humanity when he actually realized that he has all of that power. Because of his strength of character. Because
Exactly.
he's a good person. That's the point of Superman. He is super. Firstly, because of his character, because if he didn't had these qualities, he would not be able to use the power to be the Superman that everybody knows and loves and appreciates. Everybody that would be saved by him would not be saved by him if it wasn't for the character that he has. So This is first and foremost his qualities as a person, and then is his superpowers, which he uses through those qualities as a
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
Nobody can get this through their thick skulls or what. So we don't need to see Superman being beaten down in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
seconds of a
yeah.
freaking trailer. Or, if he is beaten down by Doomsday or whoever at some point, that's gonna be after he met a lot of other enemies that he tested himself with. He showed, he showed to the world what he can do. He saw his own limits. Then at some point he starts getting hurt by different enemies. That is how it is in the comic books and animations. You do not see him like beaten down, torn apart already.
Yeah.
So you have to have character built up by this point to know how powerful he is, and then we are going to be shocked when we see him being beaten down,
Yeah.
for example. But then he's gonna overcome that and become the Superman that even can overcome this. And the other thing is that he can heal very fast. He's not supposed to
Yes.
be bleeding there in the snow
No, no,
for a
no,
while. He's
no.
supposed to be healing.
No matter how much the power it is. I mean, they depowered him a bit in the Justice League cartoon back in the days, but still, it was done so that, for example, if they shot at something, so that he goes and crashes into a mountain or something like that. But he again was not bleeding or anything else. It was just so that he crashes, but then he comes back, and this here is a big crash in the snow. He's
Yeah, he can
bleeding
be
from everything.
hit millions of
Yeah,
times and
yeah.
not even breathe heavy.
Mhm.
And this is the ugliest character I ever seen in any comic book movie.
And
I
to be
think.
fair, he ain't exactly that much ugly in the comic books. I mean, he has stupid hair, but sometimes they do him, his face to look really a bit
He
better.
looks like a character from Harry Potter that
And that's just,
exploded.
that exploded, yeah, and imploded after that. So that's again James Gunn putting Nathan Fillion in the movie, and that's why it's
Nepotism.
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 They wanted
Nepotism
Nathan
galore.
Fillion to play Green Lantern, but Hal Jordan, since he was young, he actually voices him in one of the DC animated movies.
And this is the worst Green Lantern out of them all.
Yeah.
He is Guy Gardner, the most
Yes.
vulgar, simplistic, simpleton, actually.
Absolutely simple-minded and an idiot, yes, and a douchebag. So that's why he's here, I think, because James Gunn likes exactly this Green Lantern, because he's an idiot, a douchebag. He will speak stupid things to you. He will, offend you, and whatever he can do, he will show you his butt off, like he did with Batman once in the comic books. Everything.
Yeah, he's
The,
a man
the,
of
wor-
non-culture.
the worst, I still don't remember how exactly the Ring chose him, by the way. So he had some qualities, but he never showed him exactly.
The Ring
that,
must be drunk or something.
Probably it was, So
Yeah, there's a guy in a motorcycle suit just walking with the
yeah,
Ring. That's
yeah,
how this looks like in a
absolutely.
very bad hairdo. Hot Girl, that's a very cool shot, but if only we actually get a lot better Hot Girl
Yeah,
before that
before that.
in Black Adam.
Hawkman, that was Hawkman.
Oh, that was Hawkman.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm always thinking about
But we
Hawkman.
did have a whole girl in Arrow or The Flash, some of the shows
And
we
still,
had
she looked better there.
there.
So absolutely ridiculous looking kaiju
And then
from an
Godzilla,
anime.
yes. For some reason.
A kaiju cannot do anything to Superman. I mean, fire. What is fire to Superman? It's absolutely nothing. Now this ball.
This ball, I think it was the only thing from All-Star Superman. Actually, it was something that Lex invented, as far as I remember from there. I read a long time ago, but it's also on one of the covers. So apparently we are going to see how he's putting his boot on like a normal man, slowly and
Horrible.
painfully. Yes, slowly and horrible. Yes.
Yeah, and all his stuff. It's okay. He's crying over a robot.
That might be either he's a butler, a robot, which name I don't remember, but no, but this one has a cape. I don't think that he has a cape.
Well, he's a robot. He cannot fix the
If
robot.
it's because also I think he was the one who made it anyway with his Kryptonian knowledge that he had in the.
Well, can he fix it?
So he has to be able to fix
Because
it.
he's crying like a little girl here for the poor robot.
If he's crying for it, some people say that this could be metal. It's not metal because Superman is crying. So
Jesus Christ.
Metal is the
It's
bad guy.
obvious one of the robots in
So
this
yeah,
Fortress of Solitude, but
yes,
can he
should be this
fix it?
one.
I mean,
Yeah,
but imagine, I mean, notice this, guys, notice these things. The suit was never fully shown.
yeah,
It's always folded. Something is always hiding his midsection. That is throughout this whole trailer. They are
yeah,
hiding the midsection all the
exactly.
time.
Because you're going to see the SpongeBob there.
The
Yeah,
SpongeBob
Superman
folds.
ate SpongeBob.
Yeah,
That's Metamorpho
who
there.
nobody cares
That we
about.
saw. Yes, I mean, why is Metamorpho there? I just want to ask the question. Why is Metamorpho there? And how many people want to see him now in a movie about Superman?
No one?
I mean, would you want to have a show about Metamorpho or things like that, or a movie about
Can
him?
Shaw? No.
Shouldn't be Cyborg Superman. You mean the one that with the cape? But it looks more like a robot.
It's just a
Yeah,
robot.
it's just a
And
robot.
we
Yeah,
don't. And we do know that there are a lot of robots in
yeah,
the
yeah,
Fortress
yeah.
of
He has the
Solitude.
robots there to maintain the things.
Yeah. Superman's pushing stuff, and again, you don't see the
And
suit.
then someone is pushing Superman after.
Someone, yeah, like I've said, I always wanted to see my favorite superhero of all time being dragged
It's very Christmassy. He's
like
like a
a
sleigh.
like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, I mean, why Crypto cannot fly?
It's so dignified.
Why
It's great.
why can't he fly?
Sarcasm
Yeah,
again, if you
again,
haven't noticed.
again.
And Crypto's supposed to be flying. At least when you put Crypto in the movie,
Also, yeah, let him fly.
let him
fly.
I can't even.
Also, why is Crypto not looking like Crypto? Why it's not the same type of dog? I mean, I know that this is James Gunn's dog, which explains
Nepotism.
everything. Nepotism, even with the dog. It must be my dog in the movie, you know. Not only
Yeah.
that his brother is in the movie, probably his wife will appear somewhere, that, you know, his uncle, his second cousin, whatever.
His uncle's second cousin.
His uncle, who is his second cousin.
Daughter.
You know, that's a messed up family.
His left shoe.
His left shoe must be there. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, boy.
I'm surprised that he didn't put himself in the movie playing Perry White or something like that. You know, I mean, really, he could have done this, by the way.
Yeah. Then a guy just randomly going through a wall. Then once again, somebody is giving Superman hard time who can
It's
pull
the same guy.
such a force. Do you
Yeah.
know how much force you have to be able to put out to be able to move Superman this way, and Superman is actually struggling? When do we ever seen that? Cannot just have every character being able to stay to be toe to toe
Yeah, yeah.
with Superman? That's
And
ridiculous.
then they show a good scene with Mr. Terrific. Why he has the good scenes? Why not Superman? Why Superman has all
Yeah.
the bad scenes, actually? With the exception the one that he saves the girl and then he flies up also at the
And
end.
once again, you don't see the costume.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't see the midsection. You never see the midsection. Yeah, at least Mr. Terrific looks like Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, but again, why is he in that movie along with Metamorpho, Hulk Girl, Guy Gardner, my grandma,
Your-
her grandma,
Yes, her grandma.
grandma's grandma? Have you seen a gorilla around here?
Yes.
Is there a gorilla in the movie?
Well,
By this point.
there is a kaiju for
Ah,
some
yeah, have you seen a
reason.
kaiju around here?
Yeah, the freaking pants are too big. The trunks too big, too
big,
large.
yes.
They're actually larger than her Lois's hips.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
How about that?
Exactly.
I just can't. It's so sad. Now this is the only Superman that, I mean, not the only, but the most Superman thing in this whole trailer, besides the saving of the girl at the beginning. I really like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's great.
And you really have to like watch it shot by shot, which you cannot do with this player, but it's great how he turns around and just flies up. It's great. That's
Yeah.
very Superman-y.
And so at least we have two good shots.
Yeah. Jesus. So yeah, no good look of the costume. Superman is beaten up,
And this is new logo, which looks like the old logo.
exactly like the old logo, but it's
Yeah, of the
new.
comics, yeah, but it's new. Yeah,
Not best shot ever. At all.
yeah. It's what we always wanted to see.
Macaroni hair.
Macaroni hair, yes, to be more believable that he's actually has different hair.
He's not a teenager.
That's not believable.
Jesus
He's not a
Christ.
teenager, yes.
Who has this kind of a hair? I only see teenager has.
Especially when you grow up in a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have just like a normal hair. I feel so
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy because David Consford looks great and everything, but they put him in a stupid suit. No,
Yeah.
and they put a stupid hair on him.
Yeah, he has great jawline. He's super
Yeah.
handsome. He has the
Mhm.
blue eyes like
Yeah,
Superman
yeah,
should
yeah.
have. He trained a lot. He gained a lot of muscle how he should
Mhm.
have done
Backhand. who,
back
who
end.
forgot to do his farming? What happened there?
He also looks like bag of potatoes for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
I mean, I can totally forgive like side characters and all of that. I just can't forgive the Superman stuff
yeah,
because Superman
yeah.
stuff have
Everything
to
else,
be
yeah,
on point and not that. That's
yeah.
not on point. I mean, he has several cuts, not one, not two, not three.
Mm.
He's bruised, he's cut, he's bleeding from a lot of places basically on his face. Ridiculous.
Yes, and then there is a dog to save him, and
Yeah.
and the whole thing looks ridiculous. I mean, he lies there, beaten, defeated, and the dog is jumping, and actually, when you stay like that, your dog will know that something is not okay with you. It's not going to jump around like that
Yeah.
happily. It will know that something is not okay with my man.
Yeah, we know we have two dogs.
Yes,
I mean, I have two
you
dogs,
have
sorry.
to dogs, yeah.
You had a dog.
But I had, yeah. So, yeah,
Again with that kick.
yeah.
I just can't. I mean, Superman will be like, is the weather different today?
Is it? Yeah.
And
Is it
like
sunny?
behind him, there's 500 people throwing stuff at the
Yeah.
same time, rocks even, like heavy rocks. But he's
Mm.
like, is the weather good?
I mean,
That is how phased he has to
I
be from
mean,
this.
if that explosion in BVS when they when the was it the cord that exploded did do nothing to him. He was standing, there, and what would a coffee cup do?
Nothing. I mean, we will barely feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially this one.
Oh god.
I'm sure that many people sit around this shot and say, "Ah, I'm metamorpho. I'm so excited now."
No, nobody freaking knows who Metamorpho is. Not even a little bit.
Well, now they will.
Yeah, unfortunately for
Apparently,
everyone.
yeah.
I just want this movie to be focused on
On
Superman, damn it.
Superman, yes. I mean, it's called Superman.
Okay, let's look at some of the comments. I'm just gonna
Yeah, let's
stop
go
it
now to the comments.
somewhere. Okay, there are a lot of comments,
Ooh.
guys. Hold on. Okay, start.
Which one? Okay. I love this trailer. This is like a 1960s Superman brought up to date with Super Dog, Crypto, etc. If they bring Beppo, Super Monkey, Brainiac, and Mr. Mixie Spidelic, yay! I will be over the moon with happiness. Well, but that's too much 60s, yeah.
That's too much. We're not in the
Yeah.
60s was like so many years
It's
ago
not
now.
still it is history of Superman, but it's not the definitive things that we need to have, I think, for that part. I wouldn't get past James Gunn to bring something like Mr. Mixie Spidelic.
Yeah.
No, but it's too early for that. I mean, we already have the doc, so Beppo the Super Monkey. The 1960s, historically, it's not one of the best periods for comic books. No, I mean it's the golden age and things like that, but really too much campy stuff right there. To me, the Silver Age is a bit better. To me, personally, I prefer the Silver Age if we have to talk about that.
Yeah, besides there's some things that are only work in a certain time period.
Yeah.
There's stuff that are timeless, like telling a good story, but some campy stuff or quirky stuff or whatever stuff, they only work in particular time. They will not work in today's time. You can
Exactly.
you can create humor, you can create very strong characters, how they're supposed to be, but you're not supposed to be entering stuff that are only there because they were created because of the times that they were created in. So that goes literally with the time, but
Yeah.
it doesn't go in a present time.
Crypto was literally created back then to made Superman more and the comic books as a whole more for kids after they were never initially created for kids, you know. And after the 50s, which was this harsh period after that, the psychologist Frederick Wharton was his name, who wrote the book Seduction of the Innocent, in which he said that comic books are bad for the kids because, you know, only juvenile delinquents are reading them, and, you know, there is too much violence and, you know, sex in some of them there were, but not in those actually. So and then people started to burn comic books on the streets, and sales dropped down, and they had to do that authority for the comic book stamp that, you know, it's approved, that there is none of those things inside. And then around 10 years later, things started to get a bit better, but they first did the campy stuff so that they can actually walk around more of the things like, oh, let's put a dog, oh, let's put a super monkey, oh, now Batman will have 3,000 people around him, like a Batwoman, Batgirl, which was a different Batgirl, you know. He will have, there is also a Bat Monkey, by the way. There was the Bat Dog, not a bad dog, a Bat Dog for that. And those things work for the times. I mean, that's why when I see Crypto now in the trailer, it just looks as if something is not right, doesn't sit right. First of all, it's not the real type of dog. Second of all, it's 2025.
Also, okay, Arian says also if Superman's solar cells are exhausted enough, his invulnerability starts to break down and he can bleed. When? When?
When are they exhausted enough? There is sun where he falls down.
Yeah, besides, he is not exactly like a battery. He sustains his powers as long as he is in our solar system all the time. He doesn't need the sun directly all the time. He can recharge more. He can go to the sun and recharge, become like a god or whatever. But as long as he is in the solar system, in our sun, he has the powers all the time.
Yes. It's not like after the death of Superman when he was in stasis, and after that he wake up because he was not truly dead. And he needed the black suit to actually recharge him, to absorb
more powers.
And then in some of the comic books after that, when he stopped using it, there was a period of time in which he still needed to go up on the building and, you know, take like a sun bath for a short period of time. But then that stopped. He healed, you know, so that's not the case here.
He doesn't need to go and recharge like a battery all the time.
It's not a battery. It's not, you know, a plant or anything like that. I mean, they didn't kill him here as far as we know. So, right?
Yeah. So we never saw that. I mean, how many times, can you give any example in which Superman all the time he loses his powers because he is decharging or something, and then he has to recharge again? There's no such a thing.
Yeah.
He has the powers all the time.
It doesn't look as if he has that thing that was in the New 52. I think it's not canon anymore because the New 52 doesn't exist. But then he had that power code, you know, solar flare, in which he let go all the sun energy that he had absorbed to make a gigantic explosion, and then for 24 hours he's a normal person. That doesn't seem like the case here because he still looks as if he's falling down from the skies.
Go there.
He ate it.
Go there. Our Crypto has a bit of a canal cough these days. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so our Crypto, I bring the Crypto here if he wants to appear on the stream. Get the puppy. It's too far away. Hey, go there.
He's shy.
Go there. Go there. Yeah, he's sleepy. Ah, damn it. We cannot show the puppy.
A better Crypto.
Yeah, a better Crypto. He's a beautiful Pomeranian. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, guys. So.
Someone says that Green Lantern looks like Boris Johnson. He does, actually.
Who is Boris Johnson?
The Prime Minister of England.
Ah.
I don't know if that's still the case, but he used to be a couple of years ago. It looks like him, yes.
Yeah, oh, I hope that isn't the Free Palestine scene. Oh, God, no. God, no. Yeah. Cavill is a big guy. Well, actually, David Cornsweet is a bigger guy.
Yeah, he's actually bigger.
He is taller. Yeah. So to put muscle on a taller guy is a lot harder, actually, than to put muscle on a shorter guy.
And then to put him in a suit that doesn't complement that muscle. Yeah.
And that's a horrible thing to do. I mean, I would feel very bad if I trained that hard and then I can't show it off. I hope there's at least one shirtless scene, because otherwise, like, really, he could have just gotten a lot of padding like everyone else. Like Shazam, actually. That was ridiculous.
Metamorpho could be a formidable foe for Superman only because he can create kryptonite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Metamorpho can basically change his body to become different materials. Like, you know, gas, rocks, or stuff like that, you know, just changing molecules, so he can make his skin to be kryptonite, for example. But he ain't very fast, though.
Yeah.
You know, so again, I don't think that he will be an enemy or something like that. I hope not, because to watch Superman vs. Metamorpho,
I mean, Superman can just go through him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even need to
or freeze him.
Be close to him. He can freeze him or all the other stuff.
Yeah, and we didn't see any display here of his heat vision, his freeze breath. We only see that he can fly and hit the glass.
And falling down.
And fall down.
Yeah.
Hard.
Can do that.
And bleed. So James Gunn took that, hey, do you bleed? He decided to just make it.
Just to make it. Oh, now he wants to join me. Go.
Oh. Come, Golden. Get the puppy. Get it. Get the puppy. It's very hard to get the puppy.
Here he is.
Oh. And that
is your super
is the
dog.
super gold.
Yes, here he comes. It's a super dog.
It's a super pom-pom. You know?
Yes.
Oh boy.
This is like a Superman having hard time to breathe.
Yeah, he's just recovering from both my corgi and my Pomeranian got the canal cough at the same time, unfortunately. But they're at day 3, so they're healing.
This is going to be more
Hey, Andre is here.
fantastical Superman, so hope they bring Brainiac and Mr. Mix's play. Oh, okay, but in the first movie. Do you want them in the first movie when we already have so many people, you know? Let them do it later, maybe, you know? So, also Brainiac could work, yeah. But maybe he's already here, I don't know. It's just the kitchen sink that is missing.
Yeah, the kitchen
For
sink.
now, with all the heroes and stuff.
Yeah, it is baby
Yes, hi,
gold.
Andre. Yeah.
Hi, Andre. There's going to be more Fantastical Superman, so I hope they bring Brainiac. Fantastical Superman, I mean, they could have done anything in Man of Steel also. I mean, what does it mean, Fantastical Superman?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so grounded as more people say. They just decided to use different villains. Because again, Mr. and Mrs. Periodic works again in different times. That's why probably we haven't seen him in comic books for more than probably 30 years, let's say. Because it's an imp from another dimension that you have to make him say or write his name backwards so that he disappears and let you do your business. I mean, what could they do with him? That's Brainiac. Yeah, Brainiac can work in every moment. Depends which version. There were different versions of Brainiac, again, more or less. There were some not so robotic versions, actually. Others that were. But yeah, what means more fantastical? Do you have to see every not good working element from Superman mythos now that it's more fantastical? You know, I mean, I do like how the city looks. Okay.
Yeah.
City looks okay.
Even Baby Gold is pissed at it. No, he's sleeping.
He's sleepy.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy muffin.
Here he is.
But yeah, Andre's late to the party, basically. Well, Andre, we don't like it. That's what we...
Yeah.
That's what we think. We just don't
Yes.
like it because we don't want to see Superman to be absolutely beaten up in the first 2 seconds or in any trailer.
Doing his Yamcha pose.
I mean, all the trailers so far for Superman, as far as I remember, were like inspiring.
Yeah. Ever since the first one with Christopher Reeve, that they show him flying around and doing
Yeah,
stuff,
they
you know,
show him being
putting
Superman.
the helicopter up, and they said, "You will believe that a man can fly." Here, apparently, I will believe that a man can crash in the ice.
Yeah,
And calling his dog for help.
yeah. Who does not fly, and he's supposed to be flying.
Yeah, and that says Yamcha levels. Holy Jesus! Yes,
Yamcha.
just Just the first 30 seconds, watch the first 30 seconds, and then you see Superman doing his Yamcha death pose. So,
Yeah, and I didn't even know who Yamcha was.
but that was the perfect occasion to
Yeah,
learn
before
now, so,
today, because I don't watch Dragon Ball. I know who Goku is, and the son of
Yeah,
Goku, I
yeah.
don't know who Yamcha is. So I just found out.
Well, he used to be a cool guy, but, he got too weak. Much like this Superman, So,
Yeah,
yeah, here we go. We really should own an apology to Yamcha or something like that.
yeah.
We'll never get that. Doggy. Yeah.
And yeah, they hid the costume. They didn't show the whole costume. They didn't show the midsection, Jesus,
Midsection.
which was an issue before, and everyone were wondering if they're gonna fix that.
So yeah, the costume stays absolutely the same. Ha ha to all that you said. Well, they're going to fix it in post, so I have no worries. Okay, do you have worries now? See that the costume is the same. Poor doggy.
Poor baby.
It's a baby.
He's almost fine. He just needs another day to get his medicine and everything. Okay, Golden.
Well, maybe if he sees the trailer, he can cough up everything.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. We can't show the corgi because he's sleeping like this, laying down on the floor right now. Okay, guys. So, as Superman fans, we declare that we are disappointed in this first trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm just disappointed by the way that James Gunn is deciding in general to show Superman, because that's just, if you're a really Superman fan, that's not how you're gonna view things. You're not gonna imagine him like, how we're going to do this movie. Oh yeah, we're just gonna make Superman bleed the first movie even, and then we're gonna show the first thing in the trailer. Like, whoever is a Superman fan thought that on the top of their heads. Who?
Whoever, yeah. Apparently James Gunn.
Yeah.
Yes. Who again might be good at doing things like Guardians of the Galaxy, but these were characters that you just give them to someone who can do something with them to make them famous, or that the type of humor that he likes will work for those characters. But for things like Superman, I said it on the teaser reaction. I think that's why Marvel never gave James Gunn a big hero movie like Iron Man, Spider-Man, or Captain America or whatever. Why didn't they say, "Oh, James, you did so good with these Guardians guys there that flew around in
sea-level
space,
heroes.
sea-level heroes. So here you go, direct the next Captain America. We trust you."
No.
Why didn't it happen? It didn't happen. Yes, he was okay with the. Although it's still not that good movie, but he was okay with the Suicide Squad 2.0, just because again those types of characters work to what he can do with them. If you give him a bunch of douchebags, he'll make a movie about them. And he did exactly that. And so how hard can it be?
That's the sad part. I don't think that James Gunn is enough of a man as a director as well to make these movies.
Exactly. Also, he's looking for movies in which he can put his family apparently, so his dog.
Nepotism again.
Nepotism.
Okay, let's see this again. that is Superman, if anyone ever wonders. I mean, that's how you should portray Superman.
Yes.
Hard as a freaking steel.
Exactly. It is a Man of Steel.
Not wasted all by the can that hit him. A lot of people actually complain that he destroyed his truck, which I don't care.
Of course, he should have destroyed his truck.
Yeah.
People like that need to be taught a lesson.
And then here's another Superman, the new Superman, who blinks when he gets hit with a coffee mug.
Really? People complain that he destroyed his truck?
Yeah.
Okay, really? Those idiots didn't watch Superman 2 with Christopher Reeve, in which he beats up another guy who is like that. So
blinking, nothing. Again, I just want to emphasize how different this is. And then suffering. Great.
This is depressed Superman.
Great, always wanted to see that, yeah.
Yeah, depressed Superman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's a Gen Z. You know? And she's very modern to be, oh no, I burned out my breakfast. I'm depressed. Like some of my students who are 11 and they write, when I was 7, I was depressed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
and you
don't
ask
know
them
what that
why?
is,
Well,
George.
because I had a lot of homework, and I say that's not depression, man. Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, guys. So yeah, it is getting very late here. Apologies, but unfortunately,
This
we're
is
going
also how
to.
the trailer makes you feel.
Yeah, that's how
Sleepy.
it makes me feel. We're going to wait and see the next trailer. Then the next trailer, and then the movie, of course, for final judgment. But
Yeah, of
knowing
course.
James Gunn and knowing what we saw so far, the fact that he chooses to show Superman in this light, the fact that he chooses to make this plushy rubber SpongeBob basketball suit.
So that they can make more plushies and sell them easier.
Yeah, and he does not show the costume like we would see every time in every other movie. Like we are going to see Christopher Reeve and his whole stature, Henry Cavill in his whole stature, so you can see the magnificence of the suit. Here, there is no magnificence of the suit, so you'll
No,
probably never see
no,
him
no.
like just standing there, because
Probably
you're also
not.
gonna see all the folds and the creases
And you just say, what
and the
is this?
softness.
What is this? Yeah.
Yeah, he just literally looks like he has his pajamas on.
Maybe that's actually his pajama, and it's this whole time he was dreaming of being Superman.
Yeah.
And that's the twist in the movie. At the end, he wakes up. We also wake up and we say, "Oh my God, I had a bad dream that James Gunn is the director of a movie about Superman."
Yeah.
So yeah,
And he put too much yellow around the logo as well.
yeah.
I mean, that's a Superman, that's a Supergirl costume. So there's the yellow here. That's copying the TV show, but I wouldn't put more yellow around the logo otherwise. Just it's not. It's supposed to be inside, not like this. Anyway, okay, guys, we are very tired. We have been covering this since yesterday. So in any case, let us know what you think, and thanks so much for joining, and thank you for the support here, Clayton, in the chat. Yeah, guys, share us down below, but be respectful because, well, we all have our opinions. We just want the best for Superman. We don't want to cut any slack to James Gunn if he's done
Yeah.
something that we don't like, because he's responsible for Superman. It's not we that they are responsible. He is responsible. So if he can't do Superman right and he's making him weak, then that is totally not what Superman's supposed to be. Full stop.
Yeah.
That's it. Now I leave you with this again. Bye bye.